Area High School Baseball is on the air. Every week, KJFM and WBBA bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1 and 97.5. Online at KJFMWBBA.com and take the diamond with you on the station app. Now to the diamond for area high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM and WBBA Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome to beautiful Farber Field. Mark Fronick here as we've got an EMO matchup for you. The Silex Owls in town to take on the Van Far Indians. These two teams are kind of on different ends of the spectrum in the conference, but we'll talk about that when we start the pregame show for you next here on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Eccles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Eccles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Eccles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Meyer Implement Company, and Ingram Plumbing.
It's time for the KJFM WBBA Sports Pregame Show.
And we're back at Farber getting ready for the Van Far Indians and the Silex Owls as Coach Ken Hufty letting one loose from just in front of the mound. About went wild on him. See if he can get it. Still pulling it to the third base side, Coach. But these two teams, although, you know, Van Far 6 wins against 9 losses, Silex 7-4. Sort of around that 500 mark, both teams, but Silex definitely plays a beefier schedule, coming off an 8-2 win over Ellsbury in their last turn, while Van Far, after doing very well at the MMA Baseball Classic, winning both games over Paris by an 8-0 score and MMA by a 17-1 final. They've lost their last two, 8-1 against Wright City at home and at Bowling Green. You saw that on KJFM and WBBA on Thursday by a 12-2 score through the rain in 5 innings. So these are two teams that are kind of in different spots in the conference. We talked in the pregame on Thursday about how Van Far was in the midst of sort of a rebuild with their coach Cameron Huff and Josh and Dustin. They're doing a good job there. They've got some players. It's just getting a 9 out there that's consistent and a threat 1 through 9 throughout the lineup, and finding that pitching, which with pitch counts now established in this area in the state. It's really hard to get not only 1 but 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 pitchers that can go out there and give you serviceable innings, and that's kind of where Van Far has been lacking a little bit. Didn't do bad against Bowling Green. Like I mentioned, it was a 12-2 score, but it was one big inning for the Bobcats, that 8-run third inning that really doomed Van Far on Thursday on the road. So that's an overview of this one. We'll check our keys to the game coming up on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwallader, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Medical Group.
Time now for the KJFM WBBA Keys to the Game on 102.1 and 97.5. Sponsored by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate in Louisiana.
As the head coaches and umpires go out with the team captains to exchange the lineup cards, let's go through the keys to the game for Silex and Van Far. Silex can't take this opponent for granted. Van Far has gotten contributions in a top-heavy order, so they've got to really focus on that 1 through 5 in that lineup, and you know, still make their pitches through that 6 through 9 spot in the order. Van Far is going to have to play solid here today. They're going to have to get a good 7-inning effort from their starting pitcher, Reese Colwell. We saw him start against Bowling Green last week, so it's going to have to be an effort on both sides of the diamond for the Van Far Indians if they're going to stay with the very tough Silex Owls here this afternoon. Those are our keys to the game. We've got the starting lineups coming up on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwallader, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Geared Up, just off the square in Pittsfield, is your first stop for screen printing and embroidery. The folks at Geared Up take pride in making their communities and schools look great while offering the best prices around. If you're looking to expand your wardrobe, or maybe a gift is on the list, stop by their store and check out numerous items in stock. When you're looking for custom apparel and awards for your business, organization, or team, stop by Geared Up, 211 South Madison in Pittsfield.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
The KJFM WBBA radio starting lineups are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri, with locations in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for this one, first for the visiting Silex Owls. They're 7-4 on the season. They'll lead it off with the catcher, number 2, Ian Beckham. Then the pitcher, number 11, Chase Mullen. First baseman bats third, number 31, Hunter Hubbard. The shortstop in the cleanup spot, number 13, Joe Dameron. Second baseman patrols at 5-hole, number 21, Derek Kingan. Sixth spot is the third baseman, number 33, Cameron Garcia. The seventh place hitter is the center fielder, number 3, Chase Verhage. Left fielder in the 8th spot, number 1, Rylan Hollemeyer. And the right fielder bats ninth, number 4, Trenton Roth. And for the Van Far Indians, they'll lead it off with the shortstop, number 15, Malik Douglas. Catcher bats second, number 6, Gibson Condi. 3-hole is the third baseman, number 25, Tyson Douglas. Cleanup spot belongs to the first baseman, number 21, Carson Huff. Pitcher bats fifth, number 22, Reese Cowell. Then the designated hitter, number 13, Ronald Stanich. The second baseman in the 7th spot, number 2, Gage Gibson. Then number 17, the center fielder, Gavin Gaston. Batting ninth is the right fielder, number 4, Branson Salmon. And the left fielder is the flex player, number 8, Blake Foster. So again, for Silex, it's Beckham, Mullen, Hubbard, Dameron, Kingan, Garcia, Verhage, Hallemeyer, and Roth. And for Van Far, Douglas, Condi, Douglas, Huff, Coel, Stanich, Gibson, Gaston, and Salmon with Foster. Gaston and Salmon with Foster patrolling left field, fielding only. Those are your starting lineups. They're being introduced on the field right now. Silex has been introduced. Van Far will take their spots as they're introduced, and we'll have baseball coming up for you next on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn, People's Savings Bank, and Pepsi.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Gambino's in Louisiana open Wednesday through Saturday. Enjoy lunch options until 4 and Gambino's dinner menu from 4 to close, including the popular Make Your Own, your choice of pasta, meat, and sauce. Other entrees including lasagna, pot roast, and specials, with a variety of beer and wine available to enjoy with your meal. Wednesday through Saturday at Gambino's.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college, right here at home. From routine checkups to immunizations, we're equipped to handle all of your child's health needs. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Take KJFM and WBBA anywhere. Download the station app for Android or iOS. Search KJFM Radio in the App Store.
And let's set the defense for Van Far ahead of the top of the first inning. It's Blake Foster in left, Gavin Gaston in center, Branson Salmon in right. Tyson Douglas, the third baseman. Malik Douglas is the shortstop. Gage Gibson at second. Carson Huff over at first. Gibson Condi behind the plate. And Reese Cowell taking his warm-up tosses before the first pitch of this ball game. Just about ready for baseball here. Our on-air game. Softball this afternoon from Pleasant Hill. The Wolves, a good start against West Central. Had a first inning home run and staked themselves out to a nice lead. So that's our on-air game. Pleasant Hill, very good the last couple of years on the softball diamond. Silex, always near the top of the EMO conference and always a threat for a district title. Last few warm-up tosses from Reese Cowell. Good velocity. He says, I'm ready. So Condi will get to throw on down. That is a strike. And that'll bring in Ian Beckham. Beckham's the catcher this season for the Owls. Where's number 2? Does a little digging with the knob of the bat. Taps his shoes. Now he steps in. Good chatter to start the ball game coming from the Van Far dugout. Now we're all ready. And the first pitch of this ball game is in for a strike. We are underway here in Farber. One hit into right center field. That one is going to get down and go all the way to the fence. Cut off right in front of the fence, actually, by Branson Salmon, and it's a leadoff double for Ian Beckham. So Silex gets right to work. The double by Beckham, and that'll bring in Chase Mullen. Just went with that outside pitch, took it to the gap. First pitch to Mullen is called a strike. Started Beckham with the strike, starts Mullen with the strike. Hubbard on deck here in the top of the first inning. Well, has his sign, comes set from the stretch position. Kicks and delivers. That one's fouled off 0-2. Over the Silex dugout. On the first base side, Mullen wears number 11. Silex in their white uniforms trimmed in green, some of the best ball uniforms in the region. I like the look on Van Far as well. That one low and away. Ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes to the pitcher Mullen. With Beckham in scoring position. A lot of room behind home plate if the ball gets through Gibson County. The 1-2 pitch gets through Condi, and Beckham will go over to third. 2-2 the count. I believe I just jinxed Gibson County. So now a 2-2 count. Had him 0-2, now 2-2. Coel, long look in. The runner in third, and nobody out for Silex. The pitch hit into center field, even if it's caught, which it should be. It is deep enough to get the run home. Throw comes in, and it's 1-0 Silex on a sacrifice fly by Chase Mullen. So the base is empty now. And a 1-0 lead for the Owls. Hunter Hubbard will step in. They're going to appeal to third. And they say he did wait long enough. On the tag at third. So the RBI stands. And Silex ahead. That one fouled off on the first pitch to Hubbard. 0-1. Silex is going up there hacking. One batting glove, the top hand for Hubbard, and that one taken up and in for ball 1. Joe Dameron on deck. Derek King after that if the inning continues. The 1-1 pitch. Just curves out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. One after the heat there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One nothing Silex. Leadoff double, pass ball, and a sacrifice fly so far. One out, base is empty. The 2-2 taken up high, count full. Well, threw a lot of pitches on Thursday, but that was last week. That's strike three called. Rung up on the 3-2 pitch. And the first strikeout for Reese Coel. Second out of the inning, and that'll bring in Joe Dameron. He wears number 13. He'll try and restart things. 2 outs and the base is empty. Long look in. Back to the full wind is Reese Coel. Looks at the dugout now. And a step out for Dameron. No batting gloves for Dameron. He takes the ball. Looked like it went off the bottom of the shin guard for ball one. Kingan gave it back to the catcher, and a 1-0 count. That one is hit through the 3-4 hole on a line for a 2-out hit for Dameron. Second hit for the Owls, and it continues the inning. Fifth place hitter is Derek Kingan. And we'll see if Dameron wants to do some running here with 2 outs. Short lead at first. Well, not afraid to throw over. Secondary lead doesn't go, and the ball's taken in the dirt for a 1-0 count. The next. This one is hit into left field. Wind is taking that one. It's going to go one hop over the wall for a ground rule double. That'll keep the runner at third base. Kind of a bad break for the Owls because he would have scored easily. So now runners at second and third. Kingan drove that ball, took a big hop over the left field fence, and a strike called. Good drop on that pitch to Cameron Garcia. 2 outs, runners at second and third, 1-0 in favor of the Owls. Looking for a 2-out hit here. Ball gets away, they're going to try and score the run. Here's the play at the plate, and he's safe. Runner advances to third as well. And it's 2-0. Pitch was strike 2. And another fouled off. Still an 0-2 count. Pitch number 21 of the inning. Reaching for this one. Drops it into short left center field, and he falls down. Found a hole, and that's going to score a run. And let's see if he's okay. Limping out there is Blake Foster in left. He had a beat on that. He was going to catch the ball. He's lucky he didn't get hit by the ball. So Garcia gift RBI. That makes it 3-0. And they'll check on Foster. Garcia ended up making second base. Foster says he's okay, but he just found a mole hole or something. He'll continue to stretch it out there. And that'll bring in Chase Vahigi. He's the center fielder. Way out in the box. Batting in the 7 spot. Fouled that one at me. And the count is 0-1. So let's go Vaggie out of the Silex dugout. Fouled again, just got a piece, and it's 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes, 2 outs and a runner at second base. Silex has scored 3 times. 7th batter of the inning for the Owls here in the top of the 1st. This one grounded past the first baseman. That may score a run. Around third, and coming home is Garcia. The throw is airmailed, and that'll allow the runner to get to second base. 4-0 Silex. RBI single there for Veggie. That'll bring in Hollemeyer. That third out proven hard to come by for Van Farr here. Wind is blowing out to dead center. This one grounded to the entrance of the Van Farr dugout. All 3 coaches outside and made slight contact with him. 0-1. The 0-1. This one grounded past the shortstop position. They're going to try and score the run again. Throw cut off, and it's 5-0 here in the first RBI hit for Hollemeyer. And the inning continues. That'll bring in Trenton Roth. Ninth batter of the inning. Check on the runner at first. Back in safe is Hollemeyer. Roth digs in. Takes the ball low. 1-0. A big inning for Bowling Green against Van Farr was the third. Silex has come out and put 5 on them here in the top of the first. The 1-0 from Coyle. Runner goes. Throw down. And he is safe on the slide. Throw was good, but it was off to the third base side of second just a bit. Pitch was a strike. And a stolen base for Hollemeyer. I think the bag suffered some damage. Yeah. I think Gage Gibson got it back in there. Big jump. Didn't know he had that much weight on him. Five nothing. Started with a leadoff double by Beckham. He came around on a sacrifice fly by Mullen. Hubbard struck out. Then single by Dameron. Double by Kingan. Single by Garcia. Single by Vahegi. Single by Hollemeyer. A lot of action with 2 outs. And a strike called 1-2 to the number 9 man, Trenton Roth. Swing and a miss. And that will end the top of the first inning. Silex scores 5 times. They lead a runner in scoring position. And we head to the bottom of the first inning. Van Far coming up. They've got their work cut out for them on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the KJFM WBBA broadcast booth.
Go to the bottom of the first inning. Set the defense for Silex across the outfield. It's Rylan Heilmeyer in left, Chase Fahigi in center, Trenton Roth in right, Cameron Garcia in the third baseman, Joe Dameron at short, Derek Kingen at second, Hunter Hubbard over at first, Ian Beckham behind the plate, and taking his warm-up tosses is Chase Mullen. Mullen looks like he's not got the velocity of Cowell, but good break on his pitches. And let's see what he does against Douglas. Malik Douglas, the shortstop, leads things off. Where's number 15? Bats from the right-hand side. Condi and Tyson Douglas will follow. 5-0 Silex here in the bottom of the first inning. This one is chopped, slow roller, kind of a swinging bunt, bare-hand throw, and pulling him off the bag. It's an infield hit for Malik Douglas. Not going to catch him with that speed. That'll bring in Gibson Condi. Where's number 6? He's the catcher. See if Douglas wants to do any running. Check on the runner, and the throw goes out the gate, which was open. And taking second on that error is Malik Douglas. He won. Condi hasn't seen a pitch yet. Now he has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Outside on the curveball. 1-0. Runner takes his lead now, showing bunt is Condi. Runner goes, popped up off the screen, 1-1. Just couldn't get on top of that low pitch. He was committed to the bunt. Full set of signs from Coach Huff. Huff versus Hufty. This one grounded to the shortstop. Bobbled, and the throw is late. Oh, they called him out at first. Whew. Runner advances to third. 6-3 on the putout. Umpire was on in between second and third. That'll bring in Tyson Douglas, the third baseman. Douglas didn't play against Bowling Green, and this one is chopped to the on-deck circle. Quell tried to make a catch coming out of the dugout, barehanded, and couldn't quite get the job done. 0-1 to Douglas. Malik Douglas on third, and this one may get him home. They'll trade the out for the run. In to score is Malik. Out at first, 4-3. Is Tyson Douglas for the second out. It's 5-1. Van Farber gets on the board here in the bottom of the first. Brings in Carson Huff. This one is grounded past the second baseman into short right field. A 2-out hit for Huff. That'll bring in Reese Cowell. Cowell digs in, looking to continue this inning. Someone just made the point. For the 5 Silex runs were scored with 2 outs, so why can't we do it? A little low on the first pitch to Cowell. Pitch number 9 coming from Chase Mullen. Fouled off. Evens count at 1-1. Short lead at first for Huff. He goes, pitches a strike, throw down is offline. And a stolen base for Huff. But a 1-2 count to Cowell. Umpires shift around. Almost hit him. Evens a count of 2-2. And the next on its way from Mullen. Runner goes, pitch not called, so it must have been a ball and another stolen base. Stole second, now steals third, full count to Cowell. They give him a second to get the dust out of his uniform. 3-2 count to Cowell with a runner at third base. 2 down. And he missed. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs. First walk for either side. And you can bet he's going to take second here early in the count to Stanich. And he walks to second base. And now they've got him in a rundown off third and tagged out. And then a big collision with the first baseman after the out was made. And I I think he thought he hadn't been tagged. So caught stealing home is Huff, and that ends the inning. You don't want to make the first or third out running the bases, but that's what happened here, and now Coach Huff is going to talk to the umpire about exactly what happened on that call, but we'll go to the second inning. Still 5-1 Silex after one full from Farber on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Meyer Implement Company, and Ingram Plumbing.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
Start of the second inning here from Farber. We'll start the second just the way we started the first. Beckham, Mullen, and Hubbard. Beckham with a double scored a run to lead off the game. Silex sent 9 men to the plate in the first. Van Farr sent 5. They had a 6-man at the plate, but he'll lead off next inning because the out was made on the base pass while he was up. And a pitch is high and away to Ian Beckham for ball one. That is pitch number 30 already for Reese Cowell. This one is ripped the other way. He went to right with the first one. This one skips past Foster, and it's going to be extra bases for Beckham. He'll stop at second. So a single and an error. Puts Beckham right where he was to start last inning. That'll bring in Chase Mullen, who drove in Beckham with a sacrifice fly. To center. Scored the first run of the game. That one skips past, and he'll go to third. And a 1-0 count to Mullen. Starting oddly familiar. See if Mullen can do the same thing and hit one to the outfield and get Beckham home. He'd like to do it with a hit. Takes a strike here, 1-1 the count. Five-1 our score. Silex ahead. Nobody out. 1-1 count to Mullen. That one fouled out of play. 1-2. And got the top of the concession stand. One ball, 2 strikes. He got that sac fly on a 2-2 count last inning. 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play again. And again, hits the top of the concession stand. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner at third base. That's Ian Beckham. The next is ripped past the shortstop and into left field. An RBI hit for Mullen. It's 6-1. Second run batted in of the afternoon already for the pitcher Mullen. Brings in Hunter Hubbard, who struck out looking on a 3-2 pitch. And everyone put their hitting shoes on. Check on that runner at first. Back in is Mullen. Five in the first, 1 here in the second. Ran far a run in the bottom of the first inning. Runner goes. This one chopped to the third baseman. Douglas up with it. Throw across in time. They're going to try and get the runner all the way to third, and he is called safe. So Hubbard moves that runner all the way to third. 5-3 on the putout. That'll bring in Joe Dameron, who has a single and a run scored. One out. Almost hit him. 1-0 the count. Kingen on deck, who had a ground rule double. And a run scored. This one grounded past the third baseman. It's a fair ball, and it's going to go for extra bases. And to score is Mullen, and a double for Dameron. RBI, his first of the day. And it's 7-1. Just one out. Silex can roll that lineup for sure. Brings in Kingen. Little outside. Good take from Derek. You'd love to get a hold of another one. Keep it from bouncing out of the park, but maybe flying. And there's a swing and a miss. That's the pitch he was looking for. Came up empty, 1-1. This will be pitch number 42. And it's low and in. 2-1. Runner at second, one out. Pair have scored for the Owls already in this top of the second inning. So they've added on. 3-1 as that one curved out of the zone. Three balls, one strike. Runner at second, one out. Kingen looking for something here, 3-1. And it goes a little high. And that's the first walk issued, and the runner will take third. The ball rolled away. They may have gotten him, but the ball came loose. So a stolen base for Dameron during the walk. So runners at the corners now. That'll bring in Cameron Garcia, who had an RBI single and a run scored last inning. Kind of a gift. Left fielder was camping under it when he hit a mole hole and fell down. There's a strike called on the first pitch to Garcia. This is a big ballpark, 300 down the lines. Runner goes to second, and the pitch a strike, 0-2. So Kingan takes second, Dameron at third, Garcia in the hole 0-2. Crowd's played on the right side. That 0-2 pitch is on its way. This one just got a piece and fouls it to the Van Far dugout. The Higgy on deck. Cameron ready for another 0-2. This one hit into center field. Runner will tag. Catch made by Gaston. And coming in to score is Dameron. To make it 8-1. RBI fly out. Sacrifice for Garcia. Second sacrifice fly the Owls have scored a run on already. Lead is 7 for Silex. And a swing and a miss from the lefty, Chase Fahey. Runner at second, 2 down now. That one high and away. He had an RBI hit, run scored in that 5-run first inning. They've tacked on 3 more already here in the second. Swing and a miss. Pitch kept tailing up and in. And Vahegi came up empty. He would have fouled that right to the on-deck circle. He had to get a piece. A little low, 2-2. Set 9 men to the plate in the first. This is the 7th batter here in the second. The lead is 7 at 8-1. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second base. Well, that one fouled off. And the at-bat and the inning continue. 2-2. One onto the pole track. Iggy back in there. And got another piece of one. Just put it over the Van Far dugout. Still 2-2. Battling here. Step off. No throw. But a dive back by Kingan. Our third 2-2 pitch. Looking to go up the zone. Fouled off again. This one will make the area beyond the fence. Douglas gave it a good look. So did Foster. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Still a 2-2 count. The pitch on its way from Coel. Instead of step off, and actually a throwback to second. Kingan back in there. 2-2. Going to go up and away. And that one misses. Count goes full. Good battle here with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. That got him. Strike 3 called. And that ends the inning. Silex leaves a runner in scoring position. They put 3 across and now lead Van Far 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the second inning on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Medical Group.
At Central State Bank, you're not just an account. You're a person with hopes, dreams, and family that you work hard to provide for. Which is why at Central State Bank, they work hard to help you with checking and savings accounts, business and personal loans, along with investments. It's because when it comes right down to it, banking isn't simply about money. It's about helping people make their dreams come true. Central State Bank, central to your banking needs with locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Noah Builders in Silex, a proud supporter of all area athletes, is a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit noahbuilders.com.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Take KJFM and WBBA anywhere. Download the station app for Android or iOS. Search KJFM Radio in the App Store.
So Stanich, who is up at the end of last inning, will get another at-bat here. This one put in the air, short right field. Moving in on it is Trenton Roth, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Van Far here in the bottom of the second inning. Stanich was up there when Huff, they tried that double steal, and Huff was caught off of third base. That'll bring in Gage Gibson. 1 pitch, 1 out, so just 15 pitches thrown so far by Chase Mullen. Coel is up over 50 as that one's fouled to the Van Far dugout on the third base side. 0-1. Gaston on deck. There's a strike called, 0-2. Good pitch from Chase Mullen. No balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty and 1 out. Did not chase, 1-2. Curveball went outside to the right-hand batter. Gage back in the box. There's strike 3 called. Took it on the outside corner on the fastball. That is the first strikeout recorded by Chase Mullen. Bring in Gavin Gaston. 2 outs, base is empty. Van Far trailing by 7. And the first pitch outside to Gavin. He's the center fielder. Branson Salmon on deck. Outside, 2-0. Mullen got that strike 3 call on that outside corner. He's missed on it in the first 2 to Gaston. That one fouled off. 2 balls and a strike. .22 pitches. This will be pitch number 23. for Chase Mullen. Called a strike. 2-2. And the next, swung on and missed. And he held on to it. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians. And we head to the 3rd inning. Silex up 8-1. They're coming up here from Farber on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Castile Color Wheel has been proudly serving Pittsfield and the surrounding community since 1950 and is an expanded retail area. They began as a paint retailer handling Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paints, developing into a full-service decorating center, including wall coverings and Hunter Douglas custom window treatments. Castile over the years has expanded with home decor, high-quality gift items, bridal and baby registry, an upscale ladies and children's boutique, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 until noon. Let Castile's be your one-stop shop, located just off the northwest corner of the square in Pittsfield.
The Eagle's Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn, People's Savings Bank, and Pepsi.
Looks like we have a new pitcher for Van Far. That is Hopke, Garrett Hopke. So he relieves Reese Coel. Where's number 1? And we'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, and first pitch is a little bit high. Hollemeyer had an RBI single, was stranded at second base back in the first inning. Outside on the curveball, 2-0. So Hopke trying to get some work here, and this is what we talked about in the keys to the game, finding those 3rd, 4th, 5th pitchers. Swing and a miss. Late swing by Hollemeyer. Why not take a cut? But he pulled the trigger too late. 2 number 1s doing battle here, Hopke and Hollemeyer. That one up high, 3-1. Roth on deck. Then back to the top of the order for Beckham. The 3-1 pitch to Hollemeyer from Hopke is outside, and a leadoff walk. First walk issued by Hopke, second by the Indians. So Coel gives up 8 through 57 pitches over 2 innings. Struck out 3. And that pitch up high. Runner was going. The throw is to the first base side of second, and actually I think hit the runner on its way through. Stolen base for Hollemeyer. His second of the ball game so far. And again, that base came up. And this time it's Malik Douglas stomping it down and then turning it. Roth, that little delay gave him time to go up the line and talk to Ken Hufty. Roth was a strikeout victim back in the first. That was a third out. He was the 9th man to bat in that inning. Ahead in the count 1-0. Takes a strike. Good pitch from Hopke. Even sings it 1-1. Top of the order waiting in the wings. Fouled off. And the count goes to 1-2. Good cut that time from Roth. He'd like to put one in play here. Maybe get that 9th run across. Takes the ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner at second base. Walking a stolen base so far. Hollemeyer in scoring position. Swing and a miss, late cut. He knew that was dropping in, and a strikeout of Roth, his second of the game, and takes it back to the top of the order for Ian Beckham. He is singled, doubled, scored 2 runs from the leadoff position. He led off both the first and second inning. This is his first RBI opportunity. And going from Coel to Hopke. That is now he's bunting, and it is foul. Foul ball. Interesting approach there. He was definitely bunting for a hit, not to move the runner over. Beckham back in there. Even count. Actually 0-1 the count. 1 out. Runner at second. And that one goes through the legs. County was expecting a hop. Didn't come. And over to third base goes Hollemeyer. And Beckham just needs to find a hole somewhere to get an RBI. Outside, 2-1. More selective here. They've got time to make the decision. This one grounded to the third base, and they're going to come home with it. Throw is offline, and everyone is safe. Beckham puts on the brakes, and the ball got away. He probably would have been safe. Run scores on the air. So fielder's choice, E5, puts Beckham on and allows the run to come in. And it'll be Mullen. 2 RBIs, a sacrifice fly, and a single. Nubs that one foul here in his third at bat in the first 3 innings. So no RBI for Ian Beckham. Runner goes before, and the ball gets away from the covering second baseman. Van Farber can do everything right, and one little thing pops the cork on it. There's a strike called, 0-2. They'll run back Beckham. They're going to try and get to third anyway, and the throw gets away. Oh, my. Strike 3 on the Ephus pitch. That had a bow in it, and Mullen goes down looking. That'll bring in Hunter Hubbard. In our on-air game, Pleasant Hill softball leading West Central 9-0. 16 strikeouts for Lowe. Ball on the first pitch to Hunter Hubbard. He struck out and grounded out. He's 0 for 2. He wants to get in on the fun here. In his third at bat, that one bounces off the plate. 2-0. Silex has scored a run here in the top of the third. Now lead by 8. At 9-1. The rule is 15 after 3, 10 after 5. Ends the ball game. 2-0 count to Hubbard. This one hit to center field. It's down for a hit and RBI. Gets through the center fielder Gaston. Hubbard didn't initially pick that up, but he'll end up at second base. Now the throw goes all the way to third. It's an RBI single for Hunter Hubbard. Goes to second on the center fielder's error. Beckham comes around, and it's 10-1. Just took that 2-0 pitch back where it came into center field. Still 2 outs. And Dameron a chance for an RBI. Takes the ball. Doubled, scored 2 runs and has an RBI and a stolen base. Had the count 1-0. Swing and a miss. One up after one in his eyes. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base. That's Hubbard. That one over the head of Dameron. 2-1. We're in the top of the third. Here from Farber. Really done some good work on this field. Very nice field. 3-1 as that one missed low. Kingin on deck if the inning continues. 3-1 pitch. This one is ripped over to third baseman. They're going to try and score the runner again. Here's the throw to the plate, and it hit him in the head and gets away. Run scores. And into second on that throw was Dameron. And it's 11-1. And to the top of the rubber goes the Van Farber coach. Is he going to make a change? I think Hopke's done pretty well. He's going to stay in the ball game. Defense has kind of let him down a little bit. Silex's lead is now 10. Derek Kingen will be the batter. He's been on base twice, a double, ground rule, and a walk. He scored once. Floats outside, evens the count at a ball and a strike. 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 so far here in the third. 11-1 to 10-run lead for Silex. Up over his head. Actually ended up behind him, 2-1. Runner stayed at second. Beautiful day here in Farber. Hovering right around 70 degrees at the start of this one. Low. 3 balls and a strike. Hopke has walked one since coming in the ball game. That was Hollemeyer who came around to score. Other than that, Silex has been trying to find the timing and take some rips against Hopke. This one is chopped to the third baseman, through the shortstop, and to the outfield grass. Runners will stop at first and third. Now there's runners at the corners. Error on the third baseman, and now we will make another pitching change. And probably more than that. Who will the next pitcher be? Condi had shuffled around to first. Coel had gone behind the plate. Long conversation. I think the pitcher is going to be Gibson Condi, and we'll see that when we come back from Farber. It's runners at the corners, 2 outs, 11-1. Silex leading Van Far here in the top of the third inning on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
I'm Kylie Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
The new pitcher is Gibson Condi. It'll be runners at first and third, 2 outs. Silex has scored 3 times here in the third inning to take a 10-run lead. Here at Farber, a little conversation between Coach Huff and the home plate umpire. Now he'll walk it over to the Silex dugout.
Sailor Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be.
Not sure what happened there, but the double steal attempt results in a run for Silex. So now they have a runner at second with 2 outs and an 11-run lead. And at the dish is Garcia, and he's ahead in the count 2-1. And that one outside, no walk. That'll bring in Mahiggy. He's the 9th man to bat.
That makes sense.
So Condi is the 3rd pitcher of the day. Coel started. Then we had Hopke, now Condi. And with runners at first and second and 2 down, they're giving Condi a few more warm-up tosses after he already pitched to a man. That's odd, but I think they are giving them these because of the delay where they were talking to both umpires. That's interesting. So 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Silex scored 5 in the first. Van Far answered with a run in the bottom half. Al scored 3 more times in the 2nd inning and have scored 4 already here in the 3rd for a 12-1 lead on the road. So Viggy digs in. Left-hand side so far today. He has a strikeout and an RBI single, a run scored. Runners at first and second. 2 down. This one hit to the second baseman. One hop for Gibson, throw over, and the inning comes to an end. Again, Silex scores 4 times, now lead by 11 at 12-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Van Far coming up on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Meyer Implement Company, and Ingram Plumbing.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
Take KJFM and WBBA anywhere. Download the station app for Android or iOS. Search KJFM Radio in the App Store.
First pitch pops straight in the air by Hopke and handled by the shortstop for the Owls, Joe Dameron. One pitch, one out. And we are underway in the bottom of the third inning. That was the number 9 spot that formerly was occupied by Branson Salmon, and takes us back to the top of the order. For Malik Douglas. Douglas singled to lead things off. Went to second on an error and scored later in the inning. This one chopped to the third baseman, and it eats up Cameron Garcia. Hold him to first base. E5 puts a runner aboard, and Garcia on for the second time. And they're asking about that gate beyond the first base dugout. Swung open again. And maybe that'll hold it. They said the latch is broke. But for now, it's closed. The batter is Gibson Condi. He's the third pitcher of the day for Van Far. Check on the runner at first. Back in safely. Without a throw, actually, was Malik. 1 on, 1 out. Van Far tried to come back because that one's popped out of play. Runner was going. And it's an 0-1 count. We're in the bottom of the third. And another check on the runner. At first base, this time with a throw. Now the catcher, Ian Beckham, out to talk to his pitcher, Chase Mullen. Welcome everyone that was with us for the Pleasant Hill win over West Central. We're in the bottom of the third inning, a 12-1 Silex lead here on the baseball diamond at Farber. And far. Runner goes, and he is. Well, the base flew away. They're going to call him safe at second. They've been having trouble with that base all afternoon. Pitch was a strike, and it's 0-2. So a full day on the diamond here on KJFM and WBBA. Condi in the hole, 0-2, one out, runner at second. Douglas takes his lead. And the 0-2 pitch to Condi is in the dirt, blocked nicely by Beckham, 1-2. Tyson Douglas on deck, then Huff. If the inning goes that far, one down. And the 1-2 pitch to Condi. He grounded to the shortstop his first time up. This one grounded to the shortstop. Oh, he dropped it, and everyone's safe. He's 6. And there's 2 aboard. He just took his eye off the ball to look at that runner. And the field wasn't good enough. Ends up on the turf, and that'll bring in Douglas with 2 on and 1 out. Beckham gives instructions to the defense. Talking about a bunt, I don't think Tyson Douglas wants to bunt. First pitch to him is fouled in the air and will hit ground on the field in foul territory, 0-1. It's got it into no man's land. And after that swing, Coach Huff calls Tyson down to talk about the situation. Now he heads back to the batter's box. Even in the count, behind in the count, 0-1. Runners at first and second. Now he's showing bunt. And a step off. And getting back in safely at second base was Douglas. Malik. Tyson digs back in. Still 0-1. Still 1 out. Runners at first and second. Van Far trailing by 11. Showing bunt again. Pulls back. Takes a strike. Throw down to third. He is caught stealing. Missed the bunt. Beckham had to throw over the top of Tyson to get Malik at third. The other runner stayed at first. Not sure what they called the pitch. He kept the bunt down, so should have been a strike. That one outside. And they're saying it's 3-1. Runner at first, now 2 down. Potential for a big inning, and now it's going to take something here from Tyson. On 3-1. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch from Mullen. Count full. Run will be going off of first. Condi with the pitch. The 3-2. Runner goes. on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. And Van Far had runners at first and second with one out and failed to score. Still trail by 11 as we head to the fourth. 12-1. Silex from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Medical Group.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Geared Up, just off the square in Pittsfield, is your first stop for screen printing and embroidery. The folks at Geared Up take pride in making their communities and schools look great while offering the best prices around. If you're looking to expand your wardrobe or maybe a gift is on the list, stop by their store and check out numerous items in stock. When you're looking for custom apparel and awards for your business, organization, or team, stop by Geared Up, 211 South Madison in Pittsfield.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Hear all the action from the KJFM WBBA broadcast booth.
Throw goes down. We're ready for action here in the fourth inning. Silex comes to the plate with an 11-run lead, 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 in the third. Van Far 1 in the bottom of the first. Their only tally of the day. Had 2 on, 1 out last inning. Can't push one across, and it's going to be 8-9-1 for Silex. Hollemeyer, Roth, and back to Beckham at the top. Hollemeyer has been on base twice, a single, a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. RBI in the first. Run scored in the third and takes the ball outside to begin his third at bat. Holds the bat high, the 1-0 pitch. Off his hands and back at us. Ball and a strike. Condi came in last inning for Hopke, who relieved Cowell. One count. To Hollemeyer. He takes a ball in the dirt, 2-1. Play him off the bag at first and third. Outside corner. An outside corner is starting to open up for these pitchers. 2-2. And Hollemeyer trying to get on for the third straight time. Takes one in the dirt. And the count goes full. Roth on deck. He's been a strikeout victim twice. Once against each pitcher so far, and an inside pitch and a walk drawn by Hollemeyer to start this fourth inning. Trenton Roth, he's taken some good cuts, just hasn't been able to put one in play yet. Struck out against Cowell and Hopke. First time facing Condi. Runner goes. Pitch was low. Throw is not in time. Bounces away. But with the head first slide, the runner won't advance. 1-0 the count to Roth. As Coel has to readjust the shin guards after that throw. 1-0 count. Silex needs 4 and a hold to end this in 4. And a swing and a miss. Even things up 1-1. Big cut from Roth. Couldn't connect. Allemeyer takes his lead off of second. And then now Roth showing bunt. And he fouls that one. Riding in on his hands and face. Lucky to get a piece of that one. Knock it out of the way. But he's in the hole 1-2. Beckham on deck. Cheering on Trenton Roth. 1-2 pitch. Got a piece. We'll do it again. Struck out in the first and third inning. Roth taps the dust off his cleats as the pitcher gets the ball back on the mound. Now he digs in. Coel looked to the dugout for the sign. Now everyone on the same page. Condi kicks and delivers. That one is a foul ball. Roth just put that about 14 inches outside the first base line. And he has to jog back. That an RBI written all over it. Just a little bit late. And we'll do another 1-2. Roth ready. Condi comes set. And the pitch is in the dirt. Nice block by Coel. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Allemeyer takes his lead off second. This one is hit up the middle. Over on it is the second baseman. Gibson throws over. They get the out at first. Moving over to third on the play is Allemeyer. There's one away. 4-3 on the putout. And that'll take us back to the top of the order for Ian Beckham, who has a double, a single, reached on a fielder's choice, has stolen 2 bases and scored 3 times. Got 2 hits off of Coel, 1 off of, or the fielder's choice off of Hopke. As he rolled over on a ball to the third baseman. And Douglas threw home wildly, leading to a run. This one chopped again, past Douglas and into left field. It's an RBI hit for Beckham, and he's been on base 4 times. That'll bring in Mullen. Allemeyer scores to make it 13-1. And Beckham is going to do some running. There he goes. Pitch is low and bobbled by Coel. No throw. And it's a 1-0 count to Mullen, who hit a sac fly for an RBI in the first, RBI single in the second, struck out looking in the third. His only at bat against Hopke. He just couldn't get the timing down from Coel to Hopke. About a 20-mile-an-hour difference. Mullen. Hits this one to the third baseman. Douglas double pumped, put it in the dirt, and the ball gets away. Here comes Beckham. The throw home, and he puts on the brakes. And the throw is high. Everybody's safe. And he stepped off again and had to do his splits to get back on. How did Beckham get out of that pickle? The other runner, Mullen, ends up at second base. So now it's second and third. E5. And then whatever that mess was. Brings in Hunter Hubbard. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Silex wants to get this up over 15 before we head to the bottom half. Give them a chance to win this one early. Hubbard takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. He is struck out, grounded to third, and has an RBI single and a run scored. First time facing County in this ball game. Wind still blowing out, now to left center. That one bounces in. Evens a count of 1-1. Good block that time by Coel. We've seen a lot in this game. We've seen the left fielder step in a mole hole and fall down. That one curves in for strike two, and Hubbard didn't like it. That one dropped under his hands and snuck in to catch the plate. 1-2. In the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hunter Hubbard. Dameron on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Here comes. Bounces again. Count goes full. Lead is 12 for Silex. Van Farber would like to keep it there. It's going to take some pitches here. That one just getting a piece. Hubbard keeps it at a 3-2 count. We're in the top of the fourth. From Farber. Silex 7-4 on the season. Van Farber 6-9. Another 3-2 pitch. Got a piece again. Just got a piece. Silex has made the Van Farber pitchers, the 3 of them, throw a lot of pitches. Coel pitched 2 innings and threw 57. And that one misses low and in. And the bases are loaded for Joe Dameron. Single by Beckham. Drove in Hallemeyer. Mullen reached on an error. And now Hubbard the walk brings in Dameron, who's been on base 3 times today. Outside. 1-0. 2 RBIs. 3 runs scored for Joe. Ooh, 2-0 as that one just missed low. They put it on the board as a strike. But the official count, 2-0. The next, low again. 3 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded. 1 out. This one is hit over the second baseman. It's going to score a couple. Throw back in from Salmon to the plate now. Safe with a good slide was Mullen. He followed Beckham. Hubbard ends up at second base on the play. And a 2-run single for Joe Dameron. Make it 15-1. And that's a magical run there at first base, or at second base rather, with Hubbard. Three-quarter swing, fouled it back to the screen on the first pitch to Derek Kingen. Swinging on 3-0. Dameron puts it over the second baseman into right field to score 2. There's a strike called. 0-2 to Kingen, who has doubled, walked, and reached on an error. He's yet to be retired today. Behind in the count, 0-2. That one backhanded nicely, keeps the runners at first and second. Ball and 2-strike count. It's Coel able to keep that one at the plate. 1-2, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And the throw will go down to second. Everybody else is safe. That's the second out. First base was occupied. So Silex, not sure why the ball was being thrown around. And we're lucky to get back safely. That brings in Cameron Garcia. Checked his swing, took a ball in the dirt. What has Cameron done today? RBI single and a run scored in the first, sacrifice fly for an RBI in the second, walked in the third. So a couple of RBI. Outside, check on the runner at first. Swipe tag missed on the first one. And he's back in safely. 2-0 to Garcia. Agee on deck. There are 2 outs. Very important run out there at second base. Low, 3-0. That one missed as well, and the bases are loaded. 4-pitch walk to Garcia to bring in Mahigi. Chase. Is 1 for 3. Bats from the right-hand side. His hit came back in the first. It was for an RBI, run scored, and this one up the middle. Shortstop snags it, steps on the bag, and ends the inning. So we will play at least one more. 15-1. Silex leads as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here from Farber. The bottom of the 4th inning, rather. Here from Farber on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Gambino's in Louisiana open Wednesday through Saturday. Enjoy lunch options until 4. And Gambino's dinner menu from 4 to close, including the popular Make Your Own, your choice of pasta, meat, and sauce. Other entrees including lasagna, pot roast, and specials, with a variety of beer and wine available to enjoy with your meal. Wednesday through Saturday at Gambino's.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college, right here at home. From routine checkups to immunizations, we're equipped to handle all of your child's health needs. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn, People's Savings Bank, and Pepsi.
Take KJFM and WBBA anywhere. Download the station app for Android or iOS. Search KJFM Radio in the App Store.
It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Huff to lead things off, then Coel and Stanich. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here from Farber. Huff. A single, 2 stolen bases, but was caught stealing home, and he puts this one high in the air to right, and tracking it down on the run is Trenton Roth for the first out. Had to go a long way for it. Stuck with it, and that is out number 1. Here in the bottom inning number 4. That'll bring in Coel, who walked. He was part of that double steal that Huff got stuck between third and home on, and takes a strike. Long look. Mullen delivers one just up high, 1-1. This one off the fists to the second baseman. And Kingan picks it up, throws to Hubbard for the second out. 4-3 on the putout. And there's 2 down. So we will play 5. Silex up by 14. Couldn't get that 15th run across. So Van Far gets 2 more at-bats. First 2 have been retired here in the first of those 2. And a strike taken by Stanich. He flew out to the right fielder his first time up. That's just his second at bat. Takes that one inside. Just tailed on Mullen. And it's a 1-1 count. 2 down, and this one grounded foul past third under the hand of Cameron Huff, the head coach and third base coach. 1-2. The count to Ronald Stanich Jr. The 1-2. On its way. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Beckham. That retires the sign on the strikeout. We head to the 5th. 15-1. Silex coming to bat, leading Van Far on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the KJFM WBBA broadcast booth.
To the fifth inning here in Farber. Throw goes down. Condi is ready for his second full inning of work. He's gone 2-1+ so far. Came in to relieve Hopke, who relieved Coel. Coel behind the plate now, and the batter will be a pinch hitter for Silex. And that will be Max Levy. So Levy fouls that one off the catcher for strike one. So Levy. Then we'll have more pinch hitters. Twelman on deck. One goes back to the screen, 1-1. One ball, one strike to Max Levy. And he takes the strike. Good looking curveball that time from Condi. And Max is in the hole 1-2. So Tyler Twelman on deck. This one grounded to the third baseman on the 1-2 pitch. Up with it is Douglas. Throw, good scoop at first. And that's the first out. 5-3 on the putout. And Levy is retired, and that'll bring in Tyler Twelman. A full bench to work with for Ken Hufty. That one fouled back. And strike one to Twelman. Blown away. Evens things up at 1-1. So Twelman wears number 15. Imposing batter from the right-hand side. Curveball dropped in from his front shoulder into the strike zone, 1-2. So Beckham on deck. Silex doesn't need to score anymore. They just need a hold in the bottom half of the fifth inning to grab the win. This one off the fist. That is a fair ball and just dies. Could have tagged him, but throws to first. 1-3 on the putout. That was a spinner halfway between home and first. That'll bring in Beckham. He'll get his 5th at bat of the day. And he's been on base 4 times. 3 hits, 2 singles, a double, reached on a fielder's choice. Has scored all 4 times. And takes one outside to start this at bat. So Ian has had himself a day. He's caught a pretty good game as well. He even got to make a tag. Well, they got a Van Far runner and a pickle. 2-0. The hot box between home and third. He got in one himself and was able to get out of it. Ooh, called a strike. That missed the target by 2 foot, but caught the zone. 2-1. Ian had 2-1 in the count. This one hit high into left. High and deep, and it is one hop off the wall. Beckham will get his second double. No, he's not staying at second. He's going for third, and he is safe. Very close play. Looked like call could have gone either way from this angle. So Beckham is now a home run shy of the cycle. He has 2 singles, a double, and a triple. I don't think he'll get a 6th at bat. And it'll be the pitcher Mullen. Try and drive him in here to get that 15-run lead. And it's back up the middle on a base hit. Mullen went out there hacking and gets the RBI. Ooh. In to score is Beckham. And that'll bring in Hunter Hubbard. Hubbard started slow, struck out, grounded out to third. Then he had an RBI single, came around to score, walked his last time, and fouls this one straight back over the screen. 0-1. (16-1), 15-run lead for the Owls. They're past the 15 after 3, so they'll try and end it in the bottom of the 5th. Low and in. Evans counted a ball and a strike. Dameron on deck. There are 2 outs. In the last couple times, Van Far has been with us on KJFM and WBBA. That 3rd out tends to be elusive. The 1-1. Goes back to the screen. Runner will advance. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Ball somehow came back, and Coel had to make a stop. Runner at second now, 2 down. The next 2, Hunter Hubbard in the dirt. 3-1. It almost swing at anything here on 3-1. And he takes the walk. Anything but that. So now runners at first and second. Brings in Joe Dameron. He's been on base 4 times today. 3 singles and a double. 3 runs scored. 4 RBI. Talk about having a day. He'd love to get another here. puts it in the air, left center field. Moving on it is Foster, and he makes the catch. And retired for the first time is Dameron. And that ends the top of the 5th inning. Silex puts another on the board. That was our lowest output in an inning in this ball game. Leads 16-1. They'll try and close it out in the bottom of the 5th. Vanfar coming up on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Meyer Implement Company, and Ingram Plumbing.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
Take KJFM and WBBA anywhere. Download the station app for Android or iOS. Search KJFM Radio in the App Store.
On to close it out is Dameron. Joe, after the first 4 innings, were pitched very effectively by Chase Mullen. Allowed just the 1 run in the first inning. Was an earned run, as Douglas came around on a RBI ground out by Douglas. Malik driven in by Tyson. That's the only mark against Chase Mullen in this ball game. So Dameron's last warm-up goes down, and we're ready to start the bottom of the 5th inning. And it'll be Gage Gibson, Gavin Gaston, and Branson Salmon. So a lot of G's coming up with Gage Gibson and then Gavin Gaston. 16-1 Silex. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch to Gibson. The 0-1. Fouled out of play, 0-2. That's back by my car. Come on, Gage. All the Vanfar players took the good spots. Left me in the danger zone. That one blocked by Beckham. A ball and 2 strikes. To Gibson. They trail by 15 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the next, swung on and missed. That's his first strikeout for Dameron. And we'll bring in Gavin Gaston. Base is empty, 1 out. And the first pitch to Gaston from Dameron. Fouled out of play. 0-1. Play him straight away, infield and outfield. Off the line at first and third. Showing bunt. It's bunted in front of the plate. Beckham out to get it. High throw, staying on the bag is Hubbard at first. 2-3 on the putout. And there's 2 away. Van Farr down to their last out. And it'll be Hopke. Now the umpires are going to talk about that last play. I don't think anything's going to change. Still out. And Coach Huff doesn't like it. I don't know if he's trying to say there was contact between the batter and the catcher. If he was saying that it was a foul ball, like it hit and foul, I'm not sure what the argument was, but Hopke takes the ball high. Garrett pitched 2/3 of an inning. This one grounded slowly to the third baseman. Up with it, Garcia, throw across, and this ball game comes to an end. 5-3 on the putout. 16-1 our final. Silex over Van Farr in 5 innings. And we'll be back with the postgame for you after this on KJFM and WBBA.
The KJFM WBBA Sports Postgame Show is coming up on 102.1 and 97.5.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Medical Group.
At Central State Bank, you're not just an account. You're a person with hopes, dreams, and family that you work hard to provide for, which is why at Central State Bank, they work hard to help you with checking and savings accounts, business and personal loans, along with investments. It's because when it comes right down to it, banking isn't simply about money. It's about helping people make their dreams come true. Central State Bank, central to your banking needs with locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Noah Builders in Silex, a proud supporter of all area athletes, is a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit noahbuilders.com.
Castile Color Wheel has been proudly serving Pittsfield and the surrounding community since 1950 and is an expanded retail area. They began as a paint retailer handling Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paints, developing into a full-service decorating center, including wall coverings and Hunter Douglas custom window treatments. Castile over the years has expanded with home decor, high-quality gift items, bridal and baby registry, an upscale ladies and children's boutique, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 until noon. Let Castile's be your one-stop shop, located just off the northwest corner of the square in Pittsfield.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Time now for the KJFM WBBA Sports Postgame Show on 102.1 and 97.5.
16-1 our final. Silex over Van Farr in 5 innings. It was Silex that struck first in this ball game. 5 runs in the first inning, 3 in the second, 4 runs in the third, 3 again in the fourth, and then added the 16th run for a 15-run win there in the 5th inning on the RBI by the starting pitcher Mullen. Van Farr's only run came in the bottom of the first inning as they pushed across a run Malik Douglas led off with a single, went to second on an error, and then came around he moved to third on a ground out by Condi, and then scored as Tyson Douglas grounded out to the second baseman. So Silex trades the run there for an out, and that was the only run that they allowed in the ball game. 16-1, our final, as Silex picks up win number 8 on the season, 8-4. Van Far, that's their 10th loss, 6-10, and they've lost 3 in a row after winning out at the MMA round robin not this past weekend, but the weekend before. 16-1, our final. Pleasant Hill also a winner in softball. And, of course, you can find all the scores from around the area all day long on KJFMWBBA.com and, of course, on KJFM WBBA Sports throughout the day. Take a quick break, come back with some final numbers, and wrap up this broadcast from Farber after this on KJFM and WBBA.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
The Eagle's Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn, People's Savings Bank, and Pepsi.
Time now for the KJFM WBBA Sports Postgame Show on 102.1 and 97.5.
16-1, again, our final. Silex over Van Far in 5 innings. It is senior night here at Van Far, so they'll be saluting Gage Gibson, Branson Salmon, Blake Foster, and a good high school career had by those three. Today they fall, though, 16-1. Van Far does to Silex. Winning pitcher in this ball game is Chase Mullen. The loss goes to Reese Cowell. Saw some good things, Hopke and Condi in relief. And then the 1 inning pitched perfectly by Joe Dameron to close out the 5-inning victory for the Silex Owls. We'll have more baseball, softball for you. I believe we'll be at Clopton tomorrow. Clopton is our next baseball broadcast, and we'll get some softball in as well, as we're getting kind of into the meat of the schedule, and before that rush to the final games and the conference championships and into a district play. So we've passed the halfway point of the baseball season, and things are really starting to heat up now for our area teams. And that'll pretty much wrap things up here from Farber. 16-1, our final. Silex over the Indians. And we'll see you for more baseball soon right here on KJFM and WBBA.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on KJFM and WBBA. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1 and 97.5, online at KJFMWBBA.com, and on the station app. You can find a full recap of